Yo, what an exciting afternoon here in Van Nuys. This is why we're going to win California. And I got to say one thing. Senator Boxer said we're known by who we walk with. Well, I walk with Senator Boxer. And I hope each and every one of you walk with Senator Boxer. Now, you know, I want to just, Jerry's come and gone, but I want to just talk for a second about the difference between, I want to talk just for a second about the difference between a Democratic governor and a Republican governor. See, a Republican governor like Arnold, or heaven forbid, Arnold in a dress, a Republican governor cuts a deal after 100 days with the leadership of the legislature and makes it look like they're protecting poor people. And then the day after the budget passes and is signed, they cut $1 billion out. And a third of that money is to take away child care from women who are trying to get off of welfare and get back into the workforce. Well, I want to tell you something. The difference between Democrats and Republicans is when the Speaker of the California Assembly says, I'm going to take $6 million out of my operating budget in order to keep child care centers open for poor women so they can go back to work, so they can have a good life, so they can have a future. And Speaker Perez, we're proud of you and all the members of the Assembly for doing that. Now, it goes without saying that you all came here to hear me today. Listen, I'm a little overexposed in Van Nuys. What can I say? I actually have the pleasure of introducing a guy who wants to be lieutenant governor. That's actually a responsible man. That's actually somebody who does what he says he's going to do. Somebody that you can trust. But before I talk about him, I want to talk about Abel Maldonado. Now, Abel Maldonado is sort of the lieutenant governor right now. I guess in a legalistic manner, that's true that he is. But he's only there because he extorted a deal to get a budget passed a year ago, and he should be ashamed of himself. But I want to tell you more about Abel Maldonado. This is a guy who, when his own company, a tractor on his farm, ran over a worker and cut them in half, he blamed the state regulations for being too strict. He couldn't take responsibility for that. When he was confronted and asked on ABC News about all the OSHA violations that occur, he said regulations just too strict in California. This is a guy who likes to fancy himself to be a moderate, but he supported Prop 187, doesn't believe in a woman's right to choose, and he certainly doesn't believe that my partner of 28 years and I deserve to have the right to be married. So, let me tell you about the mayor of San Francisco who will be the next lieutenant governor. Whether we're talking about creative solutions to helping homeless people or creative solutions where a city can actually make a difference in the fight against global climate change, or whether we're talking about implementing universal health care at the city level, Gavin Newsom's done it all. Now, I have to borrow a line that made Gavin famous all across California. Abel Maldonado, Gavin Newsom's going to be the next lieutenant governor of the state of California, whether you like it or not.
What do you got? It's ready to go.
And one more thing. Every rock star on the Democratic team has to have their own baseball card. Mr. Soon-to-be Lieutenant Governor, Mr. Mayor of San Francisco, here's your baseball card, courtesy of the LA Democratic Party.
All right, thank you, guys. Thank you, Eric. Thank you, Eric Bauman. Thank you.